you doing? Coach Chris, Team Critical Bench. I'm beside Erin Stern. And then behind us, as you can see, is an assisted chin dip machine. Now, there's a lot of us out there that aren't doing enough pull-ups. And this is a great alternative. Now, there's also another added benefit to the assist chin, which Erin's gonna touch on, and that's doing single arm work. So instead of sitting down at a lat pull down and using the D-ring to do your pull downs, you can do one arm pull-ups on an assist machine. And I hope you've watched, because this is part 3 in a series of some of Erin's favorite back exercises. So make sure you check out the other videos with the Pendlay row and the T-bar row. So Erin, take it away, telling us a little bit more about the assisted one-arm pull-up.
Sure, and this was an exercise or a piece of equipment that I used to use in college when I couldn't do a pull-up, and I think it kind of gets a bad rap. I've gone now to single arm assisted pull-ups, and I start with my weaker side first, and it's been a great way to not only increase the number of pull-ups that I can do, but it brings up the weak side because I'm working it first and doing a unilateral exercise.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've talked about that in previous videos, talking about like doing one-arm chest presses, for instance. And you know, we all have dominant sides, and it's very good to do isolateral or unilateral work like this, where we bring that weak side up, so that we're not always just exaggerating the dominant side, you know, and always doing two-handed work. So Erin's going to go ahead and demonstrate some one-arm pull-ups.
And you want to make sure you use a weight that is heavy enough to be challenging, but it's light enough to where you can still perform. So, and also the other thing too is you want to make sure that your shoulders stay at an even, sort of even on both sides, because I know I have a tendency of leaning forward a little bit and letting my shoulder take over on my weak side. And start with the weak side first.
That's great advice. I try to go weak side first as well. You should try it at home. A couple of things to point out while she's doing these. Full range of motion. No cheater reps. She's going up, fully contracting all the muscles, and she's stretching them out, going as low as she possibly can go. Nice and smooth, obviously. Now, if you don't have an assist chin dip machine, you can do this exercise if you got a spotter who's a good spotter. Because you want to keep it fluid and smooth like she had. You don't want to be out of control. You don't want to be jerking your way up there and then coming down too quickly. That was perfect. So I would definitely suggest, you know, testing a few weights first. You know, do a few with 2 arms, and then obviously, you know, maybe double that weight, and then you can wean off from there, just to kind of find a weight that works for you on this. Because what's your rep range again on these?
I'll go 6 to 10 reps, depending on how I feel.
Okay. Very good. So again, a very good back exercise that you've probably never done before. Most of us, when we think of pull-ups, we think of using both arms. So it's a great option. And another thing to think about too is you have different hand grip variations that you can go with. So you can go with your wider grip, pronated, you can neutral, you can supinate the hand, gets a little bit more biceps. So play around with it, lots of fun. A great tip from Erin Stern. Trust me, she knows what she's talking about. She has one of the best backs in the business. Coach Chris, Team Critical Bench, giving you another great back exercise with our friend Erin Stern. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. It does.